Now, gay guys, if you ever get married, do you want children? Do you want kids? No. Listen, man, I have a maternal instinct, though, about one thing. I always wanted a dog. No, I love a little dog. Now, do me a favor, though. I'm going to say this in all seriousness. If you want to get a dog, don't be a douchebag and go buy one. You go to the North Shore Animal League, another shelter, and you adopt one of these little homeless mutts. They need a home. Now, this is a win-win for everybody. Think about it. If you buy a dog, that's like 1,500 clams at the least. You adopt one of these scroungy little homeless mutts running around, you don't like them in 2 days? Just put them right back in the middle of the street. Nobody knows nothing. Just give it to the Asian bitch. She'll cook it up with tofu. It's like when you adopt a little kid. You're not really that attached to that fucking kid. He didn't come out of your clam. You don't care. Send it back to Russia to hang out with the other communists, Ivan the Terrible. I give a fuck less. Oh, adoptees are here. Yeah, you're special because you were chosen. That's what the Jews thought, too. I joke. You know I love my Hebe friends and accountants and lawyers. So anyway, I adopted the greatest dog in history. Oh, my God. I named him Parker after Sarah Jessica Parker. No, because of the really astounding resemblance. You know what, people? I'm like really disappointed in you right now. Let me set the goddamn record straight. SJP does not look like a dog. She looks exactly like a horse. Okay, this is really mean. I can't even believe I joke about her because she is like my hero of my whole life, but okay. Listen. Don't tell her. There's a website that's literally called www.sarahjessicaparkerlookslikeahorse.com. And they asked her on a talk show if she ever read it, and she went... And the host said, come on, how many times has you looked at it? And she went... Anyway, my dog is awesome, but see, you gotta know the rules. Here's what you do. The first thing you do when you get your dog home, you go onto the computer and you Google the words service vest. She knows the scam. This thing is a vest that you get to put on your little rotten dog, and you get to take him anywhere you want, and nobody's allowed to ask you what the hell is wrong with you. Somebody made the mistake of asking me why I had the dog. I said, 'cause I'm retarded. Now, honestly, your dog doesn't even have to be helpful. My dog, seriously, doesn't do shit. He is about as useful as a Kardashian in a library. Get all derailed and talk about the Kardashians, but I'm gonna say one thing about them that I'm pretty freaking pissed at. They stole my whole game, okay? I was banging the black guys first, all right? Not those three hoes. And by the way, they're freaking hypocrites. Their names are Kim, Courtney, and Chloe, KKK. Why do you fucking guys take the risk? So anyway, this vest you put on your dog, you take him anywhere. Because it's frowned upon, apparently, to leave your dog in a car with the windows rolled up. And you don't want to be late. Like black guys, suppose you are late. Well, that's a given. But suppose you're late for your appointment with your parole officer. Other black, suppose they're about to re-release the McRib. Black people love ribs. It's a fact. It's not something I made up. We all know. Now, like I said, my dog's useless, but now that the airlines are asking for a little note of what's your problem, I had my shrink write me the note of notes. Because first of all, he's a perfect combo to be a good fucking liar. He's spick and a fag. So this guy, Dr. Lopez or some shit, Lopez a fag, corn, he wrote on my note that I need the service dog because I have a rare fainting disorder and my dog wakes me up if I'm about to hit my fucking head. Is that not the best excuse ever, combining the shifty Hispanic with the creative fag in one? Now, trust me, when you fly on these airlines, I'm just freaking airline. You know what? What the fuck? Who's old here? Sir, you on the end. It's not an insult. You're an older man. How old are you, sir? 73. God bless you. He ain't long for this fucking world. Sir, don't you resent... Remember in the old days when you'd fly and everybody get dressed up and it was like an actual thing and the stewardesses were sexy? They were hot. There was a weight requirement. Oy vey. I had 2 goddamn stewardesses on the flight. Looked like Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. I'm telling you, they won't help you with nothing. They will not put your crap in your overhead bin, even if you're faking a really authentic-looking rotator cuff injury like I was. Matter of fact, the only guys who ever helped me, the only stewardesses ever did put it in the overhead for me, were a gay stewardess, a man. Those men will help you, right, faggot? You're very helpful. I know. Gay men love doing that for you because they're used to shoving big things into tiny little spaces. So I know all the rules about taking my dog on a plane. But one day I have him in his little bag. He starts barking. Now, come on. Your heart's got to go out to a pet like that. Oh, because I turn him into a total queer when I'm talking to my dog. You guys would not recognize me in private. I'm like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? But then I turn that way and I can't turn it off. And my gay friends come over. I'm like, oh, who's a good faggot? Who's a good cornholer? And then they all just lick each other's asses. So it's nice. So my dog's barking. The plane's trying to take off. I feel bad for the passengers. I put his little bag on my lap. And then all I did was I took his little head out. It was so cute. I know, right? He was looking around. And then I took that zipper and I put it against that goddamn larynx of his. And I bumped my lips to his little doggy left ear and I said, shut the fuck up, Parker. Shut your fucking mouth. Mommy's a 4th level fake-ass celebrity. Shut your goddamn mouth. I'll fucking kill you in your sleep and feed you to that chinky lady over at the fucking buffet. Shut the fuck up. So he and I come to a nice understanding. But then guess what? Shrek 1 has to come up and interfere. And she's like, you have to put the head of the dog in the bag. Now, people, I'm no terrorist. So I'm not gonna yell at some bitch on a plane. But I just poked the dog in his ribs. I said, no, it's so we won't bark. And I poke him and he goes, So she's being cool, but guess what? Guess who has to pipe up, get in the conversation? Fucking asshole sitting next to me. Figures he's gonna state his opinion, but he don't realize who the fuck he happens to be sitting next to. Another benefit of losing over 100 pounds and getting your hair cut to look like Rod Stewart's half a lesbo sister. So the guy has the nerve to say, why don't you just leave the freaking dog at home? Now, ladies and gentlemen, come on. I don't act. I react. And I'm Lisa freaking Lampanelli. Are you kidding me with this? So, like, I can't help what I say. So I honestly said this, it was so horrible. He goes, why don't you leave the freaking dog at home? And I go, really, sir? Great idea. In the meantime, why don't you go fuck your mother? How's that sound? I'm sure at one time or another, I've had to listen to your ugly kids screaming away when you should have had them stowed in the overhead compartment wheels first, bitch. Oh, you guys didn't know that's the new rule. If you have children under 10, they must be stowed in the overhead compartments. Would that not be the greatest? Oh my God, I fucking hate those screaming kids. Oh, but by the way, there's always a woman after the show who really hates that joke, and she finds it very difficult to hear humor like that. And she's always a mom, always a white mom, the healthy snack mom, the mom who buys her kid food gluten-free as if gluten's actually a thing. And she's that mom who, now that she opened up her horrible, splotchy, bumpy thighs and that little frickin' bloody head skyrocketed across the room, that she was suddenly reborn, Mother Earth knows all. When a mere 3 years ago, she had 5 black cocks stuffed up in that frickin' thing. Well, you know, some due to your response to those women, I can tell you all have a bone to pick with that type of mother. So you know what? I think it's my responsibility as an elected official to give a public service announcement to those mothers out there who are like that. Yes, because I don't know how, but always at least a couple find their way into my show. I don't know how they even heard of me. It's like their husband said, no, honey, come on. No, she's fine. No, seriously. No, come on, man. She's like Kathy Griffin. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is a public service announcement for those mothers. And by the way, if you guys look around and you don't see one of those moms, guess what? You are that freaking mom. Okay, mothers. PSA number 1. There is no such goddamn thing as a peanut allergy. That is a bullshit made-up allergy that your little rotten spoiled white kid made up in his own head so he could get a delicious bologna sandwich instead of the peanut butter and jelly on 2 stale heels of Wonder Bread that he so richly earned. Yeah. If you think your kid is allergic to peanuts, guess what? Go home tonight, spread a jar of Jif all over his ugly, splotchy body. He'll either break out in hives and be cured instantly, or he'll be dead, and either way's fine with Lisa Lampanelli. PSA number 2. Mothers, stop shopping at Whole Foods. Fuck Whole Foods in the ass, mouth, and cunt. Fuck them. Who on God's green earth needs 2 grapefruits for $79.99? They're like, oh, they're organic and fresh. Really? So's my twat, but I don't charge $79.99. Did you ever notice the only bitches who shop at Whole Foods are 400-pound women? Bitch, it's called Whole Foods, not eat the whole fucking store. And PSA number 3. Stop with the goddamned hand sanitizer. Quit it with the Purell. You're turning your little boys into little germophobic people with compromised immune systems like these 2 fucking fags. This has been a public service announcement by Lisa Lampanelli. I approve this message. That was insane. I was yelling really loud. Where was I? Oh, yeah. There's always that bitch who comes up to me after the show. She's like, Lisa, that joke about the overhead compartment is very dangerous and irresponsible. If I put my child into the overhanging environment, he could suffocate and die. I'm like, oh my God, maybe if he does, isn't that what's meant to be? See, I believe in all that stuff. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I like all the sayings, you know? Because I work on myself. I've been doing very intense work on myself. In fact, a couple weeks ago, I went on this 7-day yoga retreat. And get this, I don't do yoga. I don't even know what the fuck yoga is. I thought it was a frozen yogurt retreat. Now, I can tell you honestly, after 7 days of boring hell, watching these fat bitches who just wanted a place to go for a week that they didn't have to put a zipper on their fucking pants. After watching these yeast infections waiting to happen for a week, I can honestly say and observe that I am sure that yoga was invented by some fag who wanted to learn how to suck his own cock for himself. Pretty confident of that. So I'm at this yoga retreat. I'm bored to death. There's no TV. There's nothing. I said, okay, I'm going to go to the gift shop. Well, get this. All these rich whores who go to those things, they're easy marks. They'll buy anything with a nice saying on it. They're so fucking stupid. There was a little basket. You're going to die. Spick, you'll die. Freaking. They had these rocks. These whores are buying rocks with a saying on it. Are you kidding me? Collect your own, you stupid bitch. You got a Sharpie? They're banging them each for $20 for a rock. And it says nice stuff on them. It says, believe, dream, Namist. I don't know what that is. I don't speak Spanish, but I will find out. So I was so angry at these women spending their money on that crap. I said, when I go back, I'm mixing up a few rocks of my own. I can do shit that I would say to people. Screw that. I need a couple of rocks and a freaking Sharpie. I'm golden. My rocks will say stuff that'll set these bitches' heads spinning. My rocks will say, you're worthless. You'll never find love. Black guy, that's not your real father. Would that not be like the best new thing for me to go into? I could become this crazy spiritual guru who just got everybody going on my wavelength. I have my first inspirational greeting card. I'm going to perform it for you right now. Dance as if no one's watching. Love as if you'll never be hurt again. And queef as if nobody's listening. Old guy, do you know what a queef is? It's a cunt fart is what it is. The faggots are laughing really hard. His butt plug almost shot right out. What's a butt plug for? Like, I don't even know. Do you know? Which one of you is the guy and which is the girl? You don't have that logic? No, you just versa anytime, anywhere? Well, good for you. But I tell you, I did have to start working on myself after a divorce. You have to figure your stuff out. Guess what my shrink says to me, this bitch? She told me I have effed up ideas about what a relationship's like. She told me I had to go and take an inventory of the crappy ways I was a wife during the marriage and how I also contributed to its demise. And I trust you people. Can I read this to you tonight? Is that okay? Okay, because it's very vulnerable. Okay, here it is. It's 6 faults that you probably don't know about me. Okay. I, Lisa Lampanelli, am overly sensitive. No, it's true. I cannot take a joke. I get my feelings hurt so easy. How freaking hypocritical is that, though? Right? I'm an insult comic who can't take a joke. That's like being a pedophile who can't stand children's parties. That's like being an NFL player who just can't bring himself to punch his wife in the face in an elevator. Number 2, I, Lisa Lampanelli, have huge anger issues. I do. Honestly, my temper is hotter than the black guy's television set. It's true. If I was any angrier, I'd be dating Rihanna. I would. Oh, shut up. She asked for it. Big mouth. Oh, and here's 3. Okay, fault number 3. I'm not technically bipolar, but my moods swing a lot. Like when I'm not yelling, I'm crying. Honestly, my eyes leak more than Cloris Leachman's vagina. But here's the thing. I won't cry in front of a guy, boyfriend, husband, nothing, because it makes me look too weak. I'm afraid to be vulnerable. I have put up more walls than Pink Floyd. I'm more emotionally distant than Terry Schiavo. Wait for it. Oh, too soon? It's 10 freaking years. Let it go. She has. No, seriously, I could be colder in a relationship than a penguin's asshole. Bruce Jenner's face is more expressive than I am. Okay, this is a tough one. Always get to number 5, and I kind of struggle with it. But I'm gonna be real. I told you I would. When I was married, I weighed 248. That's okay. I'm not ashamed. Now I'm fucking sexy and hot. However, when you're that big, sometimes you hate your looks. And oh man, it was terrible in a marriage. I couldn't take a compliment. Poor Jimmy, he'd be like, oh, you look nice. And I'd be, shut the fuck up, you fat piece of shit. After a year of intense 4-time-a-week therapy, I have come to realize that may have not been the right response. No, it's true. I learned that. Like, they have this thing in therapy called positive self-talk. That's when you look in a mirror and you say nice things to yourself. So even back then, I shouldn't have been so hard on myself. I should have looked in the mirror with a little self-compassion and said, you know what, Lisa? It's okay you have a huge gunt. At least it makes your dick look smaller. Oh my God, would that not be the coolest thing ever if I had a secret hidden penis that I could whip out and use whenever I needed to, because you know my thing would be big and you know my shit would be black, am I right? So you people laugh, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you have never been overweight, you do not understand how hard it is. Do you know how difficult it is when I would walk onto a plane, celebrity that I am, 250 fucking pounds, and looking at all you skinny fucking assholes dreading that I would sit my fat ass next to you? You don't even have the nice temerity to lift up that armrest so it doesn't hit my ass cheek every time I walk down the aisle. One time I sat next to a guy, a skinny bastard, and he gives me that look like, ugh. I just snapped. I go, oh, really? You got that screaming infant on your lap and you're worried about my love handle ruining your flight? Tell you what, stop whining like a cunt, tuck in your elbows, and just be happy you'll have something soft to bump into when the plane crashes. That being said, you know what? If you're out there and you're overweight, you always have a place on a plane next to Lisa Lampanelli. I love it. Fat people, come and sit next to me, man. I love sitting next to fat people. They don't talk. They're too busy chewing. And also, guys, do yourself a favor, and your woman, even if you sense she's getting a little chunky. Do not call your woman fat. That is the last word that a woman can be called. Well, she will twist your penis into a balloon animal elephant. And I'll prove it. Even if you all are skinny women in here, you would all rather be called the C word than that particular F word, and you know it. And I'll prove it. Not one of y'all bitches has ever said to your husband, honey, do these pants make me look like a cunt? We don't care. My last fault, kind of hard to admit, but it's just forewarning. If anybody wants to ask me out, this is what you get. Fault number 6. LL, lousy in the sack. Terrible, sexually repressed, won't try anything new. Do you blame me? I'm from Connecticut. Oh, you know the sign going into Connecticut says, welcome to Connecticut, you won't find your clitoris here. I didn't learn how to do no sex. I didn't know what to do. I have one position. Ugh, hurry up. No, I really, at heart, I've, in a lot of my specials in the past, talk about sex, but it's all fucking stories. You know, in reality, I think I'm kind of more of a Charlotte than a Samantha. Okay, guys, could you explain that to the straight guys in this area? No, because you guys heard of adventurous chicks. I ain't one of them. You guys all heard of 3 input girls? Ew, 3 input. That ain't me. I'm a 3 output girl. I can burp, fart, and queef at the same time. But hey, who knows? Who knows what'll happen in my life? I feel pretty freaking lucky, you know what I mean? I got a great career going. I'm working on my health. And hey, who knows? Someday I might find true love. We'll see. We'll see. I am just always reassured by the words of my life coach and mentor, Meatloaf, who once said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Love me some meatloaf. Now, I didn't always play lovely places like this. In your career, you have to play some dumps, right? So check this out. 10 years ago, I'm working at this crap hole in Vegas. I won't even say the name of it, but it rhymes with Schmarras. So I'm doing the show, and I always bring my opening act with me because I find them really funny. I bring people I like. So I have this gay guy opening for me years ago named Wendell. He is the funniest fag. Oh my God, and he was super gay. I mean, this guy is so gay, Cher buys his albums. This guy is so gay, whenever he farts, it lisps. So he's up on stage, right? I'm watching from the back and I'm cracking up, but get this rude crap. I notice there's 6 people in the front, high roller types, who keep heckling him with homophobic slurs. And I see that and I freaking snap. I call over the hostess. I'm like, get your freaking minimum wage $10 an hour twat over here, you fucking suck a high roller cock for money, bitch. Those people are calling Wendell homophobic slurs. Get them out of here. I won't have that energy in the room. Pay their ticket prices back out of my pay. Get them out right now. Bye-bye. Am I right or am I wrong? I think that was moral. Well, I gotta come up on stage after him. And oh, one other little character flaw I have. Whenever I do something nice, I can't keep my mouth shut about it. I always have to brag, you know. Oh, maybe that's why God didn't give me a soulmate yet. Because he's like, Lisa, if you would just shut the fuck up, do nice things, maybe I'll give you a fucking good boyfriend. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, God? And he's like, yeah, bitch, maybe do something and not tell the freaking world, like for charity. I'm like, how dare you, God? You have that goddamn book full of all that crap you ever did for anybody. I see it in every hotel room. That's bragging if I ever saw anything like that, God. And he goes, fuck you, Lisa. I'm like, suck this, God. Oh, maybe that's why I don't have a boyfriend. Jew, are you allowed to say suck it to God? Jews, 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 Jews. So anyway, anyway, when I get these people kicked out, I come back on the stage and I'm all self-righteous. I come up and I'm like, you may have noticed there's 6 empty seats up front. That's because these homophobes were calling Wendell fag and faggot. And nobody does that in a Lisa Lampanelli show except Lisa Lampanelli. Oh, yeah. So the audience is cool. They start laughing. They having a good time. Well, get this. Halfway through the show, I spot the guy. There's always this guy at every show that I do. The arms folded, like you ain't gonna be funny because you a bitch guy. Now, sir, I know you had your arms folded the whole show. No, shut up. No, he's great. He's laughed at every single joke. The arms folded was just to separate the tits from the gut. I get it. Tit sweat is a bitch. I've been a victim of it myself. No, but the guy in the audience had the arms folded, mean and scowly. So I look at him and I'm like a dog with a bone. I won't let it go. I'm like, oh, really, sir? You're not gonna laugh once. Really? 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 Well, guess what, bitch? You can get the fuck out too. And all of a sudden his wife goes, no. He's deaf. And you know what, folks? That is the moment that I learned a little something about this elusive concept we call self-esteem. I should have realized if he wasn't laughing